Hey folks, starting with the weekly reset on April 12th, you'll be able to use a new feature called the Creation Catalyst to craft your very own tier set pieces. Although the outwardly complex appearance can make it seem a bit confusing, it's actually surprisingly simple to use. In order to make sure that you're able to craft your tier pieces without any hassle, I've put together this short video which should tell you everything that you need to know. Before you get started crafting tier pieces, you'll first need to grab the quest, The Catalyst Awakens, from the Enlightened Quartermaster in Haven. This quest will simply direct you towards the Creation Catalyst, which is located here, all the way in the southern portion of Zereth Mortis. At this point, you're ready to begin crafting tier pieces. In order to actually craft a tier piece, you'll need two things: a piece of regular gear obtained during Shadowlands Season 3, and a set amount of Cosmic Flux, which varies depending on the slot you choose. For shoulders and gloves, it'll cost 1,200 Cosmic Flux, and for legs, helm, and chest, it'll be 1,500 Cosmic Flux. It's worth noting that while you can also input non-tier slot items into the Creation Catalyst, these items can't actually become tier pieces, so the only reason you would want to transmute them is if you want to unlock the appearances from the raid. One of the biggest questions that many people have about the tier set crafting is what the item level of the crafted piece will be. Some people seem to think that the crafted piece will snap to the nearest raid item level, so to speak, but in reality this system is much simpler. The item level of the piece that you receive is exactly the same as the item level of the piece that you input. For instance, if I put a pair of 262 item level Mythic Plus legs into the Creation Catalyst, the tier piece I get will also be a 262 item level tier piece, even though it drops at item level 265 from the raid. This ultimately means that, for the shoulders and chest slots, the best tier pieces will still come from Mythic rating, as they drop at an increased item level of 285. Additionally, if you input an item from Mythic Plus or PvP, the output will still have the upgrade path attached to it for Valor or Conquest, respectively. Even after you've already crafted your tier piece, it's possible to spend these currencies in order to upgrade its item level even further. Of course, the usual restrictions regarding rating will still apply. Another important component of tier set crafting that many people are curious about is what secondary stats and bonus effects the resulting piece will have. Although I know many people were hoping to be able to select the secondary stats on their crafted piece, this is not the case, as every item you create will come with a predetermined distribution of secondary stats. As for sockets and tertiary stats, such as avoidance, it's pretty straightforward. If the piece you input has one of these effects on it, the item you receive will have that effect as well. This means that it may very well be worth it to try and farm a piece with a socket or tertiary stat before you invest in transforming it into a tier piece. Finally, it's crucial to answer a question that I'm sure many of you have, that being, how often can I actually craft a tier piece? The short answer to this is once a week, but in reality, the Creation Catalyst uses a charge system, and every week it'll generate and store a charge. This means that if you're returning to the game 4 weeks after the Creation Catalyst has been unlocked, you would be able to craft 4 pieces of tier all at once, allowing you to easily obtain your 4-piece bonus. As far as I know, there is no limit to how many charges you can save up. And with that, we've covered everything you need to know about tier set crafting in patch 9.2. However, if you're only just now returning to the game, another major system introduced with this patch is double legendaries, and it comes with many potential pitfalls that could end up costing you a ton of gold. If you have yet to craft your second or even your first legendary, I'd recommend checking out this video, as it'll help you avoid making many of the common mistakes.